Hi YouTube. That's probably not your name, but you know what I mean. I'll just take this off. It's a little bit uncomfortable. So I recently fitted a Gibson P94r. I believe it's a Gibson. I'm hoping it's a Gibson. I paid for a second-hand Gibson pickup from the States and had it sent out to me. And it appears to be, all the wiring was the same colours, but it was different. It was a different two wires I had to use to wire it on, which, by the way, doing that with a hollow body is really hard work. You've got to pop all of these in into the body and pull them through the pickup hole here. I put some dental floss around them the second time I did it. I had to do it twice because the first time I didn't quite wire it properly due to the confusing wiring setup. Get a multimeter, really helps, so you can test the pickup first and work out which wires you need to be using. I learnt that one the hard way. Yeah, so you're probably hoping I just play and you can hear this. I'm actually very, very happy with the pickup. Okay, so I'm playing through a Fender Deluxe Reverb. Not sure what that lick had to do with what I'm saying, but I've got the bass up to between 5 and 4. The treble's between 6 and 7, so sort of around the 6.5 mark. So I've got it with a little bit more treble in mind. Treble in mind. Hey, that was a good joke. And you like puns? I do. Anyway, so I just looked at the door hoping that it was shut, because sometimes people are sitting out there waiting to do their lessons, and I'd be pretty embarrassed if they realised I was talking to sort of no one. Not that you know one. You're YouTube, according to me saying hello to you. Anyway, too much talking, not enough playing. And the volume is at 4 and a bit, so yep, through a Deluxe Reverb I did say that. Am I happy with the tone? Absolutely. I've played some old hollow bodies with P90s. The thing about P90s, tell you what, I'll play a little bit and then we'll come back to it. I'm forgetting my own pieces. So there's a little bit of an idea of what you're listening to. I really like it with the pick. Intonation's a little out. Okay, I love that. Oh god. There we go. By the way, that check out some of my other videos. I talk about some of the arrangements, like that Stardust one I teach. That was a little bit of my version of Stardust. Definitely worth checking out if you liked it. If you don't like it, don't check it out. It's fair enough. Yeah, so getting back to the guitar, I'm a big fan of Grant Green, and so had to have a P90, something like a P90. Now, a lot of people say, oh, it's not a P90, it's nothing like a P90, and people are really funny. You know, I've played some old Gibsons with original P90s in it. This is really quite good. I mean, obviously it's not going to be 100% perfect, but those original P90s were so inconsistent, you know, I think to some degree, that I've played some that sounded not as good as this. This sounds better. And then I've played others that just sing, and I think this is they've done a really good job. So I think people that get online and spend so much time agonizing over the difference in terms of tone should play more, and they'd probably be happy. Or not. I mean, whatever makes them happy. I really shouldn't make those calls. So 4 minutes in, I've really done very little playing. So I'll do some more. So, okay. I'll do a few more single line things. Sorry. Okay, so there you go. I should probably put that at the start of the video so you can hear the pickup. So now I only have the neck pickup in, so I haven't got a bridge pickup yet. I may even leave it this way. another thing that I wanted to do with this pickup was to put another reason I wanted it was that I like Scotty Moore as well. So Scotty Moore, Grant Green, you know, I mean, different stuff, but same pickup. Obviously, Grant Green played a 330 mainly. That was his main guitar, I believe. And Scotty Moore played a whole bunch of hollow bodies with P90s in them, L5s and 295s, obviously his classic thing. Now, so, you know, okay, so I love all that stuff, and that was terrible, but anyway, you get the idea. So yeah, look, Gibson P94R is the neck one, and you want the T if you want the bridge one. I'm really happy with it. I think it was a good decision. I did stress a little bit about putting it in, and am I going to be happy? Am I going to have to spend another 2 hours swearing at the guitar trying to pull electrical bits out and put them in without damaging anything, which I managed to do, hopefully. You're probably wondering, how does it go blending with the... See, someone's out there listening. They're going to think I'm talking to no one. Anyway, blending the bridge and the neck sounds like... It's actually a good sound. It's a little bit... It is definitely a little thin. I think the bridge doesn't have as much punch because they are a little bit punchy. But I do think it's actually worth just showing you too that if you bring the volume down a little bit, it is a nice, really good sound. It kind of gives you that flexibility. Just bring that down a touch. Okay, so it's a really nice sound. Tend to not finish strongly when I'm doing YouTube videos. I don't know why. I start thinking about it, you know. I think, oh, anyone could be watching this, and who cares? I don't know. I have a complex playing for the computer and no one. If someone else is here and I'm playing, it's just, I don't know, I tend to play a little bit better. But I shouldn't be making excuses. I sound like half of my students. If you've watched that, you're not one of them. Okay, so yeah, where were we? We were talking about the middle position. I'll come back to that. So yes, just keep in mind, bring that volume down. It creates a little bit nicer a tone, I think, if you're playing jazz and a lot of that stuff. But yeah, blending them together, it's actually that. Now I don't know if I should cross the wires over, switch the black and the white, or whichever. No point me getting into the details. It's just going to confuse everybody. But you do have an option to switch them around. But I'm happy with that. You know, you do sometimes get discrepancies when you change pickups, I believe. But it's a good sound anyway. It's just a little quieter. Maybe a little out of phase. It's not a position I use a lot, so when I change this, if I do, I'll do the work then to fix that up. Awkward. Okay. So yeah, there you go. There's a bunch of crap talking about the P94R, but I like it. And short of, I haven't had any other P90 mock-ups in there, so I can't compare them with those. But short of you know, putting an actual P90 in there and cutting the top of the guitar, which I didn't want to do, I think this was the best decision, a good decision, you know, and it does the things that I more or less want it to. So if you're thinking about it, I don't not recommend it. I do recommend it. Up to you, your choice. All right, let me play something else for you. Let's play it with the pickup you want to actually hear. get the idea. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share with your friends, etc. Ciao.